Hello and welcome to the Performance Racing League. I should have cleared my throat before talking, so I'm going to do that now. Take two. Welcome to the Performance Racing League. My name is Cheryl Shaft. We're here with the Premier Tier, cream of the crop, top division in our league. And we're also here in Barcelona, in Spain, for round 4 of season 4. As you can see, we're about 6 or 7 minutes into qualifying. And as always, we'll start focus on the timings a little bit later into the qualifying session. We'll let these guys do their thing. We'll keep vision of some people, but yeah, we'll just talk nonsense in the meantime. Those of you watching live, feel free to join in, send me a message, keep me company. It'll be good to see you. And if there's any predictions, any early favourites you've got for who you think might win, I'd love to hear it. If anyone's heard me commentating before knows, I typically get roasted in the comments for my apparently trash opinions. So, you know what, I'm here for it. I don't mind it at all. Let's see, Tuan crossing the line. We'll jump onto pole with the first 1:15 of the day. It's a great lap by Tuan. Interestingly as well, we've got Checo Perez, the only one trying to go on the mediums. Probably won't work out for him though. He's currently sitting in 10th. I imagine that time won't be good enough for the top 10. So, yeah, it's interesting. Looks like we're going to have a full set of softs in the top 10. I think Spain is one of those tracks where the consensus is that the best strategy is probably starting on the medium tyre, but it looks like none of these drivers are going to be posting quick enough laps to get that done, so we'll keep it on best for now. So yeah, let's see. Looks like it's fully dry as well. Don't see any, maybe a little bit darker clouds in the sky, but Checo Perez invalidates. He's not going to like that. Yeah, it doesn't look like they've got any rain. Fingers crossed we don't. And yeah, let's see who's driving then. So who have we got on a lap? Is this Fruitful starting a lap? Looks pretty strong to me. Let's watch Fruitful. Fruitful, one of the highest ranked drivers in the division this year. Definitely a title contender. See if he can dethrone Jer, our 2-time winner. He won season 2 and season 3, so definitely the one to beat this season. Jer currently sitting in 16th, hasn't put a lap in at the moment. But let's see if Fruitful can improve on his 1:16.7. We've already seen one driver in the 1:15s. Hopefully we'll get some more in the 1:15s as well. Going through the hard braking zone. Uphill, really stable from Fruitful. Not looking like he's struggling at all to keep that rear end together. Now the worst section of the entire F1 calendar. Everyone hates it. And he comes around the corner. It's looking like a pretty good lap. Should improve, but how much? He does improve, and he goes into 1:15s. He's just shy of Tuan, but it does. And then Aston Martin of Ankbank, AlphaTauri, sorry. And then me a treat. Someone had their Weetabix this morning. Hello. Yeah, Suzuki saying that he thinks he could have had a good race if he was involved in this one. Well, Suzuki, you've got your race coming up after this. You are a Tier 1 driver, and hopefully we'll see you cross the finish line. Lord knows the Tier 1 Williams team needs it. Currently sitting in last place in the constructors for Tier 1. Let's see, but Williams and Premier Tier doing pretty well. P1 and P5 at the moment. Let's see, who we got crossing the line? We've got Victor crossing the line, reserving today. Can he improve for the Red Bulls? He does. We got to 4th. Great lap. Who have we got? It's an Alfa Romeo, is that on the map? I scan through, that's an invalidation. Got Kachow. Here we go, we've got Kachow. He's going to cross the line. Ooh. Not happy with that final sector, and that is him back into the pit. McLaren invalidated. I think this might be everyone. Is Vihu going for that? This looks like... Oh no, this isn't the outlap for Vihu, so we'll sit on board with Vihu and watch the quality lap. Let's go. Come on Vihu, show us what you've got. Good start to Vihu's season. Good start to his time at PRL. He's gone full time as of this season. Oh, and I jinxed it. Thankfully he's not in the wall, but those tyres are probably going to be gone. Let's see what Jer. Let's jump on board with Jer, our current reigning champion in Premier Tier. Hasn't set a lap yet, so he's going to want this one to be pretty good. Comes through, keeps it tight on the inside. Good inside lines there. Comes through, fades to the outside. Again, keeps it quite close on the inside. I see a lot of drivers really fade to the outside of that turn, but Jer is really using all the grip he can. He's not letting his car fade out at all, which is interesting. Again, stable rear end. A little bit cautious though. Nice, nearly full throttle there through that right-hander from Jer. Very difficult to do. He's not a fan of 8th gear though, I can tell you that much. Those revs are screaming, but so far he's keeping it clean. Keeps it nice and stable there. Again, these drivers just controlling the car beautifully through this difficult camber. Ooh, Tuan just about getting out of the way of his teammate. And Jer will cross the line. Where will that lap put him? Is he in the 115s? No, he's 116.2, which puts him 8th. And that is everyone, I think, in the pit. Let's see. This is Vihu going for another lap. It looks like it is. So we'll stay on board with Vihu. Everyone else is in the pits now. Maybe Darluto might be going for a lap. And that might be a purple sector. I mean, I don't fully trust the purple sectors in this game, as they are known to glitch. But that looked like it might be a purple sector for Vihu, so this could be, if he can keep this up. Ooh, a little bit wide, doesn't tuck as much of that corner as he would want. Probably lost him a good 10th or so. Again, nearly full throttle through there. So much confidence in this car, it's incredible to see. Nice, just misses the apex, but pretty tight. You'll be happy with that corner. Again, the uphill doesn't lose the car at all. This is very good lap here from Vihu. Straddles the curb nicely. Oh, just misses another apex there, but this is the crucial point. This can win or lose you a lap. Nice, cuts really close to both yellow sausage curbs. This is a great lap from Vihu. Where's this going to put him? 11th. Just outside the top 10, which is a shame. But that was looking a very good lap. As we see some outlaps going. Is Darluto on the lap? No. I'm not sure what Darluto's doing. He seems to be doing a lot of outlaps. But let's see. Who's the lead of these outlaps? We've got Tambar leading. So this will be the last lap for these guys. Tambar definitely someone we can see improve. I mean, all of these drivers. Premier Tier, I have to say, this season is so competitive. Any of these drivers could win a race, theoretically. So... Oh, Tambar not wanting to go first. Does that mean Boaz is going to be leading the pack? It is. So we'll stay on board with Boaz. We'll let him lead us. Just got a drink, so apologies for the slight pauses. Here we go. Boaz and the Haas. Still with their Russian sponsors in the game. And driving through, let's see how he does. We've got Boaz, and then we've got Tambar just behind, and then we've got Wiet just behind him. So... And then I think it's Darluto, I believe. So we'll keep an eye on those four consecutively. But not cutting as much of the corner as some of the other drivers. Tends to be a lot safer, less likely to lose the rear, but you can gain a bit more time. Does cut in right there on the right-hander, which is good. Let's see if he fades out or if he cuts inside like Jer. He fades out to the edge, which is, again, interesting. Different lines these drivers are taking. I mean, they're 2 divisions higher than me, so I am trusting them above my own head. Again, keeps it in the track, doesn't cut as much corner as you can do, but it's looking sensible. Definitely looking like an improvement on his 116.9 so far. He's going to want a low 116 though if he wants to get that top 10 position. So competitive, Premier Tier. I mean, top 8, well, second to 8th is separated by 2.5 tenths. Which is quite extraordinary, to be honest, considering last season there was a little bit of a quality gap, so... Oh, cuts the corner. I've not seen anyone risk that. Boaz getting super risky, but it looks like it paid off. That looks a very quick corner, and that moves him up to 10th. Let's see, Tamba doesn't improve, I don't think. The Ferrari of Checo Perez does improve, moves up to 5th. We've got a Red Bull, doesn't improve. The other Haas of Aiden Jones doesn't improve. The other AlphaTauri, Darluto, is jumping into the pits. I'm not sure what Darluto's doing, but we'll let him do him. Alfa Romeo has improved. T-Mike has improved, but not enough. Tuan on the out lap. I don't think, did Jer improve? No, I'm trying to keep track of these times, but they are chaos. Oscar, here he goes. He's going to be starting, I assume to be his last lap. We've got, is that Kelsey's coming across the line? He will be starting his lap. We've got Cali Rob. Nope, that is Witt. Is Witt going to improve? Nope, he's starting his lap. Kachow, is he going to improve? He does. He moves up to 2nd, 1:15.7. What a lap from the reserve. Fair play, mate. That is a great lap. Let's see, Ank Bank. Will he improve? He does. He moves up to 8th position. Great lap from our Season 3 Tier 1 champion. Victor looks like he's going to be starting a lap here. Oh no. He doesn't improve. He might be going for one more lap. I tell you what, scanning through these guys is an absolute nightmare. Right, let's see. They're all on their laps now, so you know what? We'll stick with one driver. Who are we going to stick with? We'll stick with Jer. Why not? As he's going to start a lap now, I assume. Yeah. And we'll just see how the scoreboard changes. So we've got what looks like a Williams coming across the line. Oscar doesn't improve. We've got Alpine, one Alpine jumping into the pits, the other Alpine, which one is that going to improve? That's Kelsey's, moves up to 8th position. A Mercedes crossing the line, no improvement for Witt there, he stays in 19th, he won't be happy with that, I'm sure. Looks like the other Williams, which I assume is therefore Adri, is not going to be doing a lap, so we'll see Cali Rob, his lap is done, he's invalidated. We've got a Red Bull, is it? No, it's not Victor, it's Kachow is pitting. Got an AlphaTauri pitting, an Alfa Romeo. Is it not BNB Levy? Nope. Who is it? It's Fruitful. Is Fruitful going to cross the line? He is crossing the line. We've got a valid lap. Where does Fruitful go? He stays 2nd for now. We've got a Ferrari. Is it Vihu? No, it's Checo Perez. He moves up to 4th position. Vihu, the other Ferrari, coming in behind. Will he improve at all? He does. Moves up to 11th. The Haas is pitting. One of the Aston Martins is pitting. The Alfa Romeo is pitting. Jer, is he going to improve on his lap at all? He does. He moves up to 7th position. Tamba is done. Is Kelsey's going to improve? No, he's slowing down. So he is done. Oscar, is Oscar improving? No. Who's that? Is that Mercedes? Okay, I think we're done, people. The chaos of qualifying is over. I've still got my breath. We're all here. And all of that means that Adri in the Williams sits in pole position. Fruitful, P2. Well, I should go through the ranking at the end, shouldn't I? I won't spoil it for you. But I tell you what, it's going to show just how competitive Premier Tier is this season. It is great to see. As I mentioned, anyone can win. And here we go. We'll just have a quick look at the race director incidents. A quick scan. And we'll go through. So Adri on pole gets a bonus point. Fruitful in the Alfa Romeo P2. Kachow reserving for Red Bull in P3. Checo Perez in the Ferrari, aka Sir Capelot in P4. 2 and P5. Victor P6, also reserving today. Jer, our reigning champion in P7. Oscar P8. Kelsey's P9. Ankbank P10. Vihu P11. Aiden Jones P12. Cali Rob P13. Boaz P14. BNB Levy P15. Tambar P16. Team Mike P17. Deltria P18. Witt P19. And Darluto P20. tea. Perfectly timed. I'm a professional. Right, I'll be back in a couple of moments for the formation lap. Hello, and welcome back to the Premier Tier. Let's keep an eye on everything we need to keep an eye on. There we go. And let's see if I can keep all my tech going. There we go. Awesome, there we go. So, drivers warming up the tyres, as you love to see. Hopefully we get no big gaps. Remember, any of you watching live, racing at the moment, no more than 10 car lengths behind the car in front of you, please. And yeah, so, any surprises? Not hugely surprised by Adri. I know he's put a lot of time in today practicing, so he'll be hoping for a good result. Kachao, I mean, I guess a bit of a surprise in the sense that he's not got a huge amount of experience in this league, but we have seen what we have seen of him has been pretty rapid, so all good there. Jer P7, Turn P5, a lot of people's pre-season favourites for the constructors. Again, no real surprise to see them in the top 10. I know Oscar in P8, a driver with fantastic one-lap pace, will definitely be hoping to put in a good performance this week. Try and keep it consistent and get some good points for the Williams team. Kaus is P9, Ankbank P10. Just keeps building on his last season's success of winning Tier 2 and getting that promotion, and fair play to him. He's not looked like out of place at all. Fihu P11, and Jones P12. Good result from him. And here we go. The cars just filling in now. We'll stay on board with Kachao. Stick with my classic third position view. Hopefully we get it nice and clean. Remember, you can go too wide, we have to be accommodating. Spain without the S, it's full of pain. Here we go. Drivers look like they're fully on the grid now. Should have a slight little jumble. There we go. A little shuffle from the game. Reload. Standings mess up. They resolve themselves. We get 3, 4, 5 red lights. They are held for far too long, in my opinion, but they are out, and here we go. We're live here in Spain. Looks pretty clean so far. No crazy antics, but here we come into turn one. Any late breakers? No, keeping it clean. A couple too wide. Some people going too wide through turn 1 and 2, but no spinners so far. All sorts of jumbling though. I mean, Spain, turn 1 and 2 has so much potential for positional changes, as it is such a wide part of the track. So all sorts of positional changes, but people giving it clean. It looks like maybe Cali Rob, but he's still in it. Oh, and there's an Alpine round. That is Kaus's. Oh, that's Kaus's. He's not going to be loving that. I can always hear the Norwegian swearing happening as we speak. Tambar, those teammate, has gone up from 16th to 11th, so great stuff from the other Alpine. He's the most cashed-in driver so far. Pit stop strategy, interesting. AWS showing it soft, medium, medium. I imagine most of these drivers will be going for a one-stop if they can. Let's have a look. We should have a look at tyres, yes. So, oh, and that is Kachau and Jer having a bit of back and forth. Jer getting a 3 second. Oh, and there's a Williams hitting Jer. Oh, I have no... Goodness me, stewards. I have no doubt those will be going to the stewards, those incidents, and I can already smell how many reports we're going to get. All of that means, though, is that, yeah, it looks like everyone outside the top 10 has started on the mediums, or 2 people on the hards, which is a very interesting shout. Yeah, mediums definitely are the better strategy to start on. We'll keep an eye. Is that Tuan's round? Tuan dropping down there. We've also got T-Mike and Vihu jumping into the pits. I imagine they had a bit of contact getting a front wing change. You hate to see it. Jed, the only one with the penalty so far, and that's Tambar losing positions as well. Alpine's not having a good start to this race. They're going to need a miracle if they're going to recover. But all of that does mean that Adri keeps his P1, Fruitful keeps his P2, Checo Perez moves up to P3, and Oscar moves up to P4. Jet P5, Kachau, one of the big losers, down to P6, but still in the race. And that is T-Mike already out. Let's keep an eye on that. That's a virtual safety car. I'm not sure what happened there to T-Mike. We'll keep an eye on that. Virtual safety car still going, so these drivers are going to have to stay in a line. Here we go. Apologies viewers, I'm just a little bit of a tech problem, but whilst we're going virtual safety car, why not fix it now? There we go. Right, we're back. So, virtual safety car still going. It's a pretty long one. Oh, and that's drive through for Kachau. He's not going to be loving life. I tell you who is loving life though. Adri's already pulls the 2 second gap from Fruitful, and that is Checo Perez. Oh, trying to go down the outside of the Alfa Romeo. Doesn't get it stuck this time, but we'll be fighting again, I'm sure. We've also got Ankbank. Oh, that's not Ankbank, that's a McLaren. There we go, there's Ankbank. Within a second as well. We should get DRS this lap, so should get more moves going on. And that is Kachau serving his pit stop. So, such a shame actually. Kachau was such a brilliant qualifying. I know he's not going to be loving life. Jer looks like he's going to try and go around the outside of Oscar. Oh, these guys keeping it clean so far. They're going too wide. Oh, and that's Oscar round. That is Oscar round. Jer does not mind seeing that. Get some heat off of his back, but Oscar is not going to be happy about that, I'm sure. Look pretty clean though, so I think more of a driver error, but still a bit of a shame. So we've got Oscar with a 3-second warning for cutting the corner. I'm not sure what happened there. But who should we keep track of? Let's keep on board. We've got not really much of a DRS train, which is nice. Split up a little bit. Looks like we've got Adri out in front. We've then got Freefall and Checo Perez very close together. We've then got Jer kind of in an island all by himself. And then we've got the rest of the pack. Oh, we've got a special guest. Ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, any second now, I'll let our guest introduce himself. Oh, and there's chaos. Hello, Plebmaster. We have a special guest. How are you today? Good, good. I'm very good. I'm very good. Looks, yes. We've had a bit of a chaotic start. I'll just fill you in. We've had plenty of spins. It looks like we just had contact. I think it was Bank and Aiden Jones, maybe. I don't know. I completely lost track of that one. Yeah. The pain of Spain is ringing true today for Premier Tier, that's for sure. I think it will for all of us, to be honest. No one gets out of this track alive. But yeah, so far, as a recap, we've got Adri already 2.5 seconds out in front, converting that pole position nicely. We've then got Fruitful and Checo Perez battling it out for second and third, respectively. Jer then on an island by himself, and then pretty much every other car. So there's kind of 4 islands, and it looks like Checo Perez is going to go for a move down the inside of Fruitful, and he's got it done. The Ferrari up to P2. So how are you feeling for your race, Pleb? I think if Premier's anything to go by, the strategy of whoever doesn't spin will probably be the most profitable. I'm also interested to see the tyre strategy, because I know Spain is famously a heavy tyre wear track. So yes, we've got 2 on hards, and then yeah, we've got everyone else outside the top 10 started on mediums. So clearly the alternate strategy is favoured amongst the Premier Tier drivers. And is that Darluto round? I think that's Darluto round, but I don't think he's lost any positions there. Checo Perez starting to convert this P2 now. Almost a second behind Fruitful. Fruitful will have DRS though, so we'll be closing in. Will he get the close enough and the closing speed? No, he won't. So Checo Perez holding on for now. Looking back, Jess still on an island by himself. Bank. Oh, Victor. He has. Is that 3 wide? I can't quite tell. No, so it's Victor. Yeah, Victor back up to P8 from Cowses. We've then got the rest behind. We've got Weir in P10, Oscar P11, Tambar getting a penalty. He has. Although, I don't think he'll mind too much considering he started P19, so already up to P10. Pretty impressive start from the Mercedes, man. Yeah, these 5 or 6 drivers pretty close together. So I imagine we should get a few overtakes around this area. Well, yeah, it's a good point actually. I wonder if it's a case of they're just not using it, or if they're finding it's easy to recharge. So we'll stay on board with, Fruitful. A lot closer this time round, and he gets the move done. I mean, if you were in that situation, would you want to try and get the move done whenever you can, or would you prefer to sit behind and just soak up the DRS? Oscar. Yeah, he was sitting in P4 and then got side to side with Jer, lost the rear end and spun out, and unfortunately has not been able to make up for it since. It's a shame for the Williams man. I think though the Williams team aren't too disappointed as they have got one driver out in front, so not too bad. And I guess also for your sake, because now for a Romeo driver, you don't mind seeing someone in P2 as well. So between the two of us, oh, we don't talk about Monaco. It was a tragedy. Let's just say I got disqualified in qualifying on the outlap of my first lap. That's all you need to know. No, I clipped a curb, spun round, and I couldn't spin round without crashing into the wall. So the game disqualified me. I think that's now 4 disqualifications in qualifying in my time at PRL, which I can only have pride for. I hope it's a record. Let's see, we've got Chaos Druid in the chat cheering on the Alpine team. Alpine's not having a great race at the moment, unfortunately. P9 and P12 respectively. And yes, Chaos, I am loving a Williams in front. What was that, sorry? Yes, he does indeed. Needs to make the most of those soft tyres. Wanting an undercut, it's usually around now. You usually see people between laps 9 and 12, yeah. Let's see if we see any of the softs. Not so far. No. Let's see if Kachow... No. None of the soft runners wanting to pit, which is interesting. Still the entire top 14... Oh, no. B&B Levy. Must have got a bit of damage. I can only assume. But yeah, interesting. No undercuts being attempted. I mean, it is a risky undercut. If you wanted to go soft medium, I think you have to realistically do at least 10 laps. Otherwise, those mediums are going to struggle to get to the end. Or so I've heard. I don't think I could do a soft medium round here. Yeah. Yeah, for the sake of keeping things private, we'll just pretend I'm going to do a soft medium as well. I'm interested to see if the drivers that don't do soft mediums, what alternate strategy. I'm kind of hoping Checker Perez is in. Part of me really wants to see someone do a 2-stop. I'm curious to see if anyone goes for it, if someone can make it work.